This is the Fertile Mindset podcast, where we explore all the emotional aspects of fertility to support you on your path to parenthood. My name is Sarah Holland. I'm the Fertile Mindset coach and a mother to 2 children after my own fertility challenges. I hope you find all the support and inspiration you need within this podcast to carry you forward on your fertility journey towards your own successful outcome. It's also my wish that through listening to these episodes, you rediscover how to enjoy life now and live it to the full while you wait for your baby. Now, let's begin today's episode. Hello and welcome back to the Fertile Mindset podcast and the first episode of 2022. Although we're almost a week into the new year now, I'd like to wish you a happy new year and also acknowledge how you may be feeling. New Year is always a bit of a divider, isn't it? Some of us love New Year and some of us really don't. And when you're on a fertility journey, the new year can be a time for a renewed focus and energy, maybe making new plans or taking new steps. And it can also be an overwhelming time when we're not sure what to focus on. The temptation is there to use the fresh start of a new year to take lots of action, but this doesn't always feel good and may not be a good approach for you and your fertility. In my membership group, the Fertile Mindset Sanctuary, every Tuesday I email out a tapping tip, and I'd love to share this week's tip with you now. It was titled New Year, New Plan or Not, and this is what I shared. We're a few days into the new year now. What has your approach to it been? Does it feel like the new year is a time for a new plan? To make it the year when you have your baby? Maybe you feel like you want to make a big change or even change everything. This could be the right approach for you and your fertility, but it might not be too. When deciding whether to make changes to your fertility plan or not, it's important to have a clear mind that can make confident choices. When we are overwhelmed, worried or confused, this can feel impossible. And this is where EFT is your friend. As you reflect on last year and wonder whether or not you should change direction, notice any discomfort you feel. Are you not 100% happy with your doctor or clinic? Do you have a niggle that some further fertility testing may be needed? Perhaps you're wondering whether it's the right time to try a new fertility treatment. Where there is uncertainty or worry, tap. Tap on the fears, the frustration, the sadness. Tap on anything that feels like an obstacle to you making good, clear decisions as you begin 2022. EFT tapping can bring a sense of peace, an inner knowing, and a confidence to your next steps. It can make every part of your fertility journey easier and more comfortable. Yes, there may still be setbacks and disappointments, but when your mind feels strong and calm, you'll feel unbeatable. And that's the one thing you want to start the new year with. I hope you enjoy using tapping to start your year exactly how you want to. Now, I'd like to expand a little on how to use tapping to begin the year feeling mentally strong and clear-minded. The first thing you need to know is how to do EFT. If you're not yet a member of the Fertile Mindset Sanctuary on the free level of membership, join now and you'll have instant access to the very easy to use EFT learning resources. You can learn how to tap in as little as 10 minutes. So that's your first step. Join the Sanctuary if you haven't already, and it's just the free level of membership that you need to get started with the basics of EFT. Go to fertilemindset.com/sanctuary. Then there are a few simple points to remember when you tap to make sure it gives you the sense of calm and clarity that you want to start the year with. First, take note of any emotional discomfort you feel as you think about your fertility, the year ahead and your plans. Any worry, any fear, any confusion, whatever it is, notice it and then make time to tap on that feeling. It only takes a couple of minutes to complete a single tapping round, but if you can't do it in the moment of feeling the emotion, then make a note of the feeling and come back to it as soon as you can. I like to send myself an email of anything important that I want to remember, as I know that I'll then see it and be reminded the next time I check my emails. Then, when you tap, make sure you focus on just one thing and be as specific as possible about what is triggering the emotional discomfort in you. If, for example, you notice yourself feeling worried about an upcoming fertility treatment cycle, See if you can identify what exactly about it is worrying you, and then tap on that detail, and you're much more likely to get a reduction in the discomfort and find your clarity and calm. So, to recap, your first step is to learn EFT, and you can do this easily and for free by joining my Fertile Mindset Sanctuary at fertilemindset.com/sanctuary. Then notice every time you feel stress or any emotional discomfort and see it as an opportunity to tap. And then when you do tap, make sure you drill down to the specific trigger of the discomfort and tap on that. Follow these 3 steps and you will start the new year with a sense of calm that you didn't think was possible. There's one other thing I'd like to share with you today, which is an exciting direction that I'm taking the podcast in and how I would like your help to make this podcast even more supportive and useful to you and anyone on a fertility journey. As I'm planning ahead for the podcast this year, I have some fantastic guests booked and lots to share with you. And what I'd also like to do is to spend time supporting you directly. So I'm excited to share that as of now, I am accepting your questions and requests for future podcast episodes. If you have something you'd like my support with, a challenge you're facing, whatever it may be, directly or indirectly related to your fertility, then I'd love to hear from you. I've created a little form where you can send me all your questions and requests for the podcast, and you can do this completely anonymously. I'll put the link in the podcast text, which you can find wherever you're listening to this podcast right now, and on my website at fertilemindset.com/episode-055. I'm really looking forward to receiving your requests and then creating podcast episodes just for you. And this is such an important thing for you to do as well, to recognise what you need support with and then reach out and ask for it. Just taking on that mindset can change everything, because once you start noticing that you need support, asking for it and then receiving it, it's going to expand the support network you have. You'll more easily be able to be vulnerable, to speak up and to receive support. Dealing with fertility issues can be such a lonely time, but it doesn't have to be. There are so many people out there experiencing similar challenges to you, and many people who can give you amazing support and help you feel strong and calm as you continue trying for your baby. I know that the support I had around me when I was trying to conceive and then to adopt was invaluable. And I know my experience would have been very different if I tried to do it all alone. So please take up my offer here. Let me know what you need. Find the link to the form in the podcast description or at fertilemindset.com/episode-055. Okay, so as we finish this first episode of the year, I'd like to wish you a year filled with love and happiness. You deserve this, and however hard life feels, however tough things feel right now, please know that change is always just around the corner, and unexpected surprises and miracles happen every day. Thank you for choosing to listen to the Fertile Mindset podcast and having me by your side as you take steps now towards meeting your baby. Sending you so much love, and I'll speak to you again next week. I'm so pleased you're listening to the Fertile Mindset podcast, and now I would love to invite you to join us in the Fertile Mindset Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is my fertility support membership, which is focused on taking care of you and helping you enjoy your life while you wait for your baby. In the Sanctuary, I'll guide you through using an amazing technique called EFT or tapping, and you'll soon be feeling less stressed and more joyful. If you're not already in the Sanctuary, do come and join us today, because the best time to start receiving support on your fertility journey is always right now. Honestly, it makes such a difference to have good quality emotional support and techniques that you can pick up and use yourself whenever you need them. Go to fertilemindset.com/sanctuary to join us today. I look forward to hopefully seeing you there and at the next episode of the Fertile Mindset podcast.